Whoa! Welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, your host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble. D Nostra Novice, aka Derek. I am here on Saturday, and if you don't know, I've been doing this for the past 4 weeks. This is the Dirt Sheet Roundup. Yes, it's the Dirt Sheet Roundup where I grab everything. I try to grab everything that I like in that week, and I ball it all up into one little segment. Well, one little show where I give out segments, and we will try. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll have a little nice little conversation about what's going on in the crazy world of wrestling. Now, I have a lot of stuff here today. I'm gonna, everybody knows, everybody wants to talk about one particular item, but we'll run through it because, man, when I tell you, it is a lot of stuff going on in the back pages, the backstages, the upfronts, the surgeries. I mean, injuries upon injuries, people not liking each other. But it's crazy. It's truly crazy. But before we do anything like that, watch the show. If you like the show, give me a thumbs up. If you think that thumbs up is a little beneath you and you want to do a little bit more for me, go ahead and hit a sub. Go ahead, do the sub. Go ahead and do the sub. I'm not watching. I have glasses. I can't watch. Did you do it? Thank you. So, if you think that the sub was good, but you want to do more for me, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I do 5 core shows every single week. This is one of the shows that I like doing as well because I like to just talk about, once again, if you read the description, it's an average fan. I'm an average fan, okay? That does this type of stuff. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being on this bus, this crazy 1972 school bus that's just getting there. It's getting there. We got Ford. Ford. Ford motor. You know, if you don't know anything about Ford, Ford lasts until it explodes. So, y'all, thank y'all so much. We're working. I'm working. I'm doing my thing. So, let's talk about Randy Orton. You thought I was going to talk about that one. That's going to be the last thing I talk about. So, Randy Orton. Apparently, Randy Orton is going to be out for the rest of the year, y'all. Apparently, they worked on him a little bit before the match between the Usos for the unification titles. But I think that was just a minor, just minor work for him to get through that. Get through the match itself. Randy Orton has been wrestling mainstream for 20 years, y'all. He's a young man. He is a young man. He's about in his 40s, but he's been wrestling nonstop. And the back problems are not as minor as what officials are saying. There might be a surgery on the way. If you did look at SmackDown, Riddle did announce that he is getting surgery. I don't know how true that is, but it seems like that is going to happen. He is a face now, so what they were going to do was during SummerSlam, they were going to have Randy Orton face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. That was the push that they were going to give him, but unfortunately, that's not the case. His dad, Cowboy Bob, also stated that pump the brakes. It might not be as bad as you think, but apparently there is new creative, and they have already moved on to Riddle, and if you looked at WWE last night, They have, I'm guessing it's going to be Brock and Roman at SummerSlam. That's what it looks like, apparently. Once again, I've already said this on Friday. Have a recovery, not a quick recovery, but a good recovery. A recovery that will allow you to live the rest of your life. I mean, I would love to see you back in the ring, but we want you to be well first. Okay? If it means that you're not, you can't wrestle anymore, by all means, I'm not mad at you. We hope you to have a great and speedy recovery, but we want you to have a good recovery. Okay. After that, if you looked at Twitter, they Big E. I'm a big fan of Big E. Big E threw his neck brace off threw it in the trash. I don't know anything about it. Hopefully he's getting better. Much love to you as well. We hope you have a speedy recovery as well. Much love. I'm not talking about that. I don't know what's going on, but we wish you the best. Much love to you as well, Big E. Paige. Paige is leaving the WWE. Apparently her contract is about to expire on July 7th. And on Twitter, she has announced that, she gave so much love to WWE. And also, she said that in-ring debut might just happen. So, she is leaving WWE and she may be getting back in the ring. She was talking about she had to do an early retirement due to neck injuries. But, she looked at the Daniel Bryan and the Edge fusion of the neck. And she was like, you know what? Let's see if I can do that. And if I can do that, I will most definitely see what I can, see how good I can get back in that ring. I wish her the best. Medicine has advanced so broad, so huge. I cannot wait. I was a huge fan of Paige even before, her being on the main roster. I used to watch OG NXT, and Paige was a really great person. So I can't wait to see that. She is one of the pillars of the women's revolution. So I mean, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I wish you the best. Hopefully we will see you, but we want you to be just like I said in the last segment. We want you to be safe. We want you to be good. I want you to have a healthy life. If wrestling isn't in the equation, then it's not in the equation. We just want you to be healthy. After that, now this is the one that's killing me. I got a lot of text messages. I got a lot of people talking to me, and they're asking me, has Sasha Banks been released from the WWE? This is the answer. We don't know. We don't know at all. That's the thing. We have some dirt sheets that are saying that she has been released. We have some dirt sheets that saying that her lawyers are working on the release. But as of right now, she is still on the roster. She is still a WWE superstar. As of right now, on June 18th, 2022, Sasha Banks is still a WWE superstar. It is what it is. I don't see any word. I don't hear any word of her leaving. She does want to leave, just like I said I think it was last go around, where she does want to be in the Hollywood type of area. I think she doesn't want to do any wrestling anymore anyway. So, I mean, apparently she's good with Disney. She's cool with Disney. So we can see what's going on. I mean, she's a very beautiful person. I've seen her on The Mandalorian. Great job, so let's see what those acting chops can do for her. Naomi, no word of Naomi as of yet. I don't even think she's going to resign. But, she's a dancer. She went to school for dancing. Her husband is Jay. I think it's Jay. Is it Jay or Jimmy? I think it's one of them. So I mean, I guarantee she's gonna be good off. She's gonna be good. She's well off. Um, After that, I'm still hearing that Thunder Rosa is that they're saying that she's getting not happy, and she some women on in the locker room is saying she's impossible to work with. Huh. Now, we're not getting any sources. Nobody's giving out names on what's going on with Thunder Rosa. So it's a mixed bag of nuts right now with that. Um, I don't see the issue. I've never read anything. The only thing I've read is that she's upset with with the back end, the back management. She's not being promoted as much. Um, the and yeah, I mean the women's the AEW women's championship should be the top title, but she doesn't get a lot of FaceTime, and Jade Cargill is taking over. I mean, Jade Cargill is taking over even most of the men's spots as well. Jade Cargill is just is that TBS world title to me is way better. That division is way better than the women's world championship. I mean, I've seen Thunder Rosa wrestle. I think it's really good. Um, I honestly thought that was probably the second best match. It was second or third best match of the night at Double or Nothing when she did fight Serena Deebs. Um, I mean, I honestly can't tell you what's going on. I mean, I am truly lost. Hopefully, we'll get some more information later on through through the week next week, and I can give you some more information on what's going on with that situation. All right, now the biggest, the baddest, the craziest thing or whatnot is the Jeff Hardy. Haha, I thought you were talking about Vince. No, Jeff Hardy has been arrested again. I mean, this dude had. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. He has a problem. He truly has a problem. Apparently, there's a video where he's being recorded. He has a band, and the song is "Whiskey Is My Best Friend." So he has a really bad problem. He has a really bad substance abuse problem, and we wish him all the best, all the love. But if you know you have a substance abuse problem, and you know that we have things in place for you to get better, and you're not getting better, we're doing something wrong, and we need to change. We need to change what's going. We need to change the plan. So he was stopped in Florida under suspicion of drunk driving. Apparently, the car was swerving in and out of traffic. Well, not in and out of traffic, but in and out of his lane. He was stopped. He was, and apparently he was intoxicated 3 times over the limit. And on top of that, he has a suspended license. And that was the 3rd offense in 10 years. I mean, the thing is, they were also saying that they're also saying that he can drive, but he can only drive in the cars that have the actual blow-in test, the sober test. But he was not in one of those cars at the time. I guarantee he has the money to do this, but I mean, it is what it is. He was booked in. He was let go. I think it was $15,000 bail. Apparently, he's not suspended, but the executives, the Discovery, have informed him to take him off of all of the rosters, everything that he's in. They're taking it off. until he can get sober. Now, here's the thing: Tony Khan has informed him that he will no longer be in a ring until he gets treatment, in-house treatment, and we can see what's going on. So suspension, I doubt. Suspension, I don't think we're doing. I don't think that people saying he's suspended. He's not suspended. He's on leave, just like Mox was. He's on leave, and we're gonna try to get him better. That's all it is. I mean, suspension. I don't think nobody should be suspended over the demons you have or whatnot. So hopefully we can get him better. Jeff Hardy. I hate all of the spots that he's doing. Hopefully we can dumb that down a little bit as well. Apparently we're hearing that he is drinking more because of the pain that he's dealing with in these crazy matches that he has. If you don't know, this is pretty much the third organization that he has been arrested in. I mean, he was with WWE, he was with TNA, and now he's with AEW. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can get him back better, and we can get it, get to something that we can work with or whatnot. Even if he's not in the ring, we can try to do something better for Jeff Hardy. Now, Vince McMahon. Oh my goodness. If you don't know what's going on with Vince McMahon, you have been truly under a rock. It's actually been mainstream or whatnot. The Breakfast Club has talked about it. Fox Sports News has been talking about it. A lot of people have been talking about this. Vince McMahon has voluntarily stepped down as the CEO because the board of directors have an investigation of some type of misconduct that's going on. Now, what's the misconduct? Apparently, he was having an affair with one of his employees, i.e. a paralegal. So, is that the issue? No, that's not the issue. Many high-level CEOs and big money people have affairs with women. That's nothing. Have you not listened to Kevin Samuels? Rest in peace, Kevin. Have you not listened to Kevin Samuels? Trust me, all these execs have women on the side. That's kind of how it works. The issue is that before she was dating him, or they were having an affair or a side hustle, she was making $100,000 as a paralegal. After they started fadoogling and having fun, she got a pay raise of $200,000. Now here's the thing: Vince McMahon paid off $3 million. Paid off $3 million of his own personal money. Had nothing to do with WWE. That was his money from his bank that he transferred over to said person. There's nothing illegal about that. But here's the illegal part that we're hearing about. We're hearing that she got a pay increase for $200,000. So the $100,000 she was getting paid, an extra $100,000 after she was having the affair with Vince McMahon. That's where the issue is coming in at, and I don't know. I think this is going to actually stick, you guys. But there's even more to the story that's even crazier. John Laurinaitis, the person that's over talent relations, apparently they were using this girl as a toy. So when Vince McMahon got done with her, he gave her to John Laurinaitis, and he had his way with her. Last time I checked, I thought he was married to the Bella Twins' mother. That's what I thought. I thought he was married to her. So it's a lot of craziness that's happening. If you don't know who John Laurinaitis is, John Laurinaitis to me is like one of the scummiest people in the history of life. A lot of people don't like him, including the women. He is still in the '90s type of thing of a woman superstar where you are scantily clad, we have bra and panty matches. That Vince Russo type of mindset where we have awesome women. They're doing their greatest, and these matches are phenomenal now. But he's still in that '90s mindset. Matter of fact, one of the women have been quoted saying, "I'd rather get a trash bag full of my stuff than to go and talk to John Laurinaitis. They're both bad, but I'd rather do the trash bag." So, what happened is he has voluntarily stepped down as CEO, but he is still doing the day-to-day booking. So he is still in guerrilla position. He is still the main person they go to talk about the things, and that's it. He still works for the company. He's just not the CEO. And if you did see SmackDown, he came out. He talked about, this is now forever, for the past, the future, the present, forever. He did talk about that. Right now, the interim CEO is Linda. Stephanie McMahon. She is the interim CEO. She did talk about a lot of stuff. She's saying that we're going to keep the day-to-day operations going. But the funny part about this situation is that they were forcing her out. She was the chief brand officer. They forced her out of that position. So they brought her back as the interim CEO. It's so much chaos going on behind the scenes in the executive levels or the corporate level in WWE. It's really mind-boggling what's going on. You don't like Stephanie, but now y'all place her in the CEO position. Apparently, Nick Khan is the president. I mean, he's the president. Apparently, he had the issues with, said Stephanie, but y'all place her in this position. I'm so lost right now. It makes no sense. It is completely bonkers, completely crazy. Now, here's what I have to say, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Vince McMahon has done some very grimy, sketchy shit in his life. Do I still think he's one of the greatest bookers of all time? Yes, by all means. Michael Jackson to me is one of the greatest singers of all time. I can pretty much, you're not going to go into the conspiracy theories, but I can pretty much, separate the two from his work and the other stuff that he has done. So Vince McMahon, I can literally separate, that from what's going on. The steroid crisis, the multiple suicides and murders, all of the stuff that has happened in the early 90s, the early 80s, the 2000s, him just messing over wrestlers, messing over paychecks, these tons and tons of releases. I mean, it's crazy to me that this won't stick. This isn't going to stick. Because during the time frame that he was doing this, he didn't have a board of directors to go to. The WWE was not on, wasn't on Wall Street at the time. They didn't, it was only him. The buck stopped with him. But now, since you are on Wall Street, you do have board of directors, and they're going to see exactly what's going on. Now, my thing is, I think they've been trying to get rid of Vince McMahon for the longest, or whatnot. And do I think this is going to happen? I truly think this is going to happen this time, right? This ride is getting crazier and crazier. I promise you, I'm going to talk about it this Saturday, next Saturday as well, because it's just mind-boggling that you get away with all of this stuff. You're like the Teflon Don, but now this is going to stick. I mean, wow. All I can say is I wish you luck, Vince. Hopefully, you have a side hustle, because this is going to get even crazier as the days and the weeks come in. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all Monday, and I will let you know what the episode of My Two Cent will be about. So, Um, until then, y'all, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.